Title: Rise Again. Characters: Aryan, a young man struggling with failure and self-doubt. Meera, Aryan's supportive childhood friend. Grandfather: Dadaji, a wise elder who teaches Aryan an important lesson. Rahul, Aryan's rival who always seems to be ahead. The setback: a small cafe in the city. Aryan sits with his head down, staring at his phone. His latest job application has been rejected. Meera walks in and sees him lost in thought. Meera: Aryan, what's wrong? Aryan sighs. Another rejection. I've tried everything. Jobs, startups, freelancing. Nothing seems to work. Maybe I'm just not meant to succeed. Meera, smiling reassuringly. You're being too hard on yourself. Every great success story starts with failure. Aryan, shaking his head. Look at Rahul. He's got a great job, a perfect life, and here I am, still struggling. Meera, stop comparing. Everyone's journey is different. Why don't you visit your grandfather? He always knows what to say. Scene 2. Wisdom from the Wise. Aryan visits his grandfather, who is sitting on the porch sipping tea. He notices Aryan's worried expression. Grandfather: Ah, my boy, what troubles you? Aryan: Dadaji, I feel like a failure. No matter what I try, I keep falling. The grandfather smiles and hands Aryan a rubber ball and a lump of clay. Grandfather: Throw both of these to the ground as hard as you can. Aryan, confused, throws them. The rubber ball bounces back high, while the clay lump stays flat. Grandfather: Did you see that? Life will always push you down. But are you the ball, or are you the clay? Aryan, thinking deeply. The ball. It bounced back because it had the ability to rise again. Grandfather: Exactly. The world will knock you down, but only those who rise again truly succeed. Failure is not the end. It's a step forward. Aryan's eyes light up as he realizes the lesson. Scene 3. The Comeback. Months later. Aryan is sitting at his desk working late at night. He has started his own online business. Meera walks in with coffee. Meera: Look at you, all focused. Aryan: I finally understand, Meera. It's not about never failing. It's about never giving up. His phone rings. A new client wants to work with him. Aryan smiles, knowing this is just the beginning of his success story. Moral: Success is not about never falling. It's about rising every time you fall. Keep going, keep learning, and one day you'll make it. Scene 4. The Road to Success. Months pass. Aryan's online business is growing steadily. He faces challenges, but he keeps pushing forward. One evening, he receives a message from a well-known investor who wants to meet him. Excited, Aryan calls Meera. Aryan: Meera, an investor is interested in my business? I can't believe it. Meera: That's amazing. I told you, hard work always pays off. Aryan: But what if I mess up in the meeting? What if they reject me? Meera, firmly: You've already faced rejection before, but this time you're ready. Just be yourself. Aryan nods, gathering confidence. Scene 5. The Turning Point. At the investor's office. Aryan sits across from Mr. Kapoor, a successful entrepreneur. Mr. Kapoor: Aryan, I've gone through your business model. I see potential, but there are risks. Why should I invest in you? Aryan takes a deep breath and remembers his grandfather's lesson. Aryan: Sir, I've failed before, and I'll probably fail again, but I'll always rise back up. I believe in my idea, and I'm willing to put in the effort to make it work. Mr. Kapoor smiles, impressed. Mr. Kapoor: That's the mindset of a true entrepreneur. I'm in. Let's build something great together. Aryan can hardly believe it. His dream is coming true. Scene 6. Success and Gratitude. A year later. Aryan's business is thriving. He returns to his grandfather's house holding a small trophy labeled Young Entrepreneur of the Year. Grandfather: proudly. So, my boy, what did you learn? Aryan. That success isn't about avoiding failure, it's about bouncing back every time. His grandfather smiles and Meera pats his back. Meera. And now you'll inspire others to do the same. As they laugh and celebrate, the camera fades out, showing a motivational message on the screen. Fall 7 times, rise 8. Keep going. Morale. Success isn't given, it's earned through persistence. No matter how many times life knocks you down, stand up, fight back, and keep moving forward. Scene 7. Inspiring others. Aryan is invited to a university as a guest speaker. He stands on the stage, looking at the young students eager to hear his story. Aryan. A few years ago, I sat where you are, lost and unsure of my future. I faced rejection after rejection. But I realized something. Failure isn't the end, it's just a lesson. The students listen intently as he shares his journey, his struggles, and his victories. Among them is a young student, Rohan, who seems deeply moved. Rohan, after the talk, approaches Aryan. Sir, I'm struggling to launch my own startup. I feel like giving up. What should I do? Aryan smiles. First, stop calling me sir. And second, don't give up. Every failure is just a step toward success. Keep learning, keep pushing. If you believe in it, make it happen. Rohan nods, inspired. Company grows, but with success comes new problems, competition, financial risks, and the pressure to keep innovating. One day, Aryan receives news. His business is facing losses, and his biggest investor is pulling out. Meera rushes into his office. Meera, Aryan, we need to act fast. What's the plan? Aryan looks at the report, feeling the weight of responsibility. He remembers his own words. Keep learning, keep pushing. Aryan, we adapt. We find new solutions. If one door closes, we build another. With renewed determination, Aryan gathers his team, reworks his business model, and finds a new investor. His business stabilizes once again. Scene 9. Full circle, a few years later. Aryan is now a successful entrepreneur, mentor, and motivational speaker. He returns to his grandfather's house, finding Rohan waiting for him. Rohan. Aryan, I just launched my startup. You were right. I kept going, and now it's finally happening. Aryan, smiling proudly. That's what I wanted to hear. Now remember, this is just the beginning. As they sit and talk, the camera zooms out, showing Aryan's journey coming full circle, from struggling to successful, from student to mentor. Final message on screen. Success isn't just about winning, it's about never quitting. Rise and help others rise with you. Moral. True success isn't just personal growth, it's lifting others along the way. Keep rising, keep inspiring, and never stop learning.